In this video, I'm going to break down the exact YouTube ad that generated a listing within the first 5 weeks of running, and I'll be breaking down everything from the hook to the body to the call to action, so that if you're considering running YouTube ads, you too can get more leads and close more listings. And just for some proof, this is the exact same framework that we've used for our clients like Dylan, who got 2 listings in his first 6 weeks, or Tim, who generated $14,000 in GCI in the first 5 weeks of working with us. Let's get right into it. All right, so here we have one of our clients, the Live Inner City group in Calgary, Alberta, Felix Chan. He's absolutely crushed it on YouTube Organic, and he was a perfect candidate to run YouTube ads for because he had such a large following. You don't need a huge following to run YouTube ads, but just thought, I'd mention that because that seems to be a very common misconception. So let's get right into it.
The real estate market is changing fast. So if you're a Calgary homeowner considering selling your home.
Okay, so first 5 seconds, the real estate market is changing fast. If you are a Calgary homeowner considering selling your home. So 3 key things I want to break down there. Typically, when you're running any successful ad, you need to call out the location. So if you're Calgary, the demographic, if you're a homeowner, and the action, right? Considering selling your home. So within the first 5 seconds, if you are that person, like if you are a Calgary homeowner considering selling your home, we've just called you out. Within the first 5 seconds, that's the portion of a YouTube ad that you cannot skip. That's very powerful. Something else beyond that is that Felix actually set this up with 2 specific cameras. So one camera that was facing him and then one camera that was tilted to the side. You don't need to do this, but it can be more engaging if you do have a 2-camera setup, right? So I'm gonna run that.
The real estate market is changing fast. So if you're a Calgary homeowner considering selling your home, we have a brand new, better way to sell that's working best in today's current market.
So just simple verbiage, right? Brand new, better way to sell that's working best in today's market. If you're a homeowner, right, take off your regular person hat or your realtor hat for a second and think, hey, if you were a homeowner and someone says, I have a brand new, better way to sell, like what's going through your mind? Like, what is this guy talking about? Let me at least keep watching to see what this guy's talking about, right?
Sell that's working best in today's current market. If you're curious about how sellers are using this method to increase the value of their homes by 5 to 10% before selling.
All right, so there's our first big claim, right? So if you're curious about how these home sellers are increasing their property value by 5 to 10% before selling, that creates a lot of intrigue, right? Because it's like, as every homeowner wants to do, they want to get the most money for their home without doing all these repairs and other things, right? So at this point, ton of intrigue where it's like, what are these guys doing, right? And first call to action about 20 seconds in. So call to action super early in the video.
Click the button below. The best part is that this method requires minimal time, effort, and money, and can have a huge return on your investment. So
it requires minimal time, effort, and money. So this ad speaks to all the things and has has all the effects of a good ad, right? So calls out the thing that a homeowner wants, so increase the home value by 5 to 10% without the things they don't want. And it doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't take a lot of effort, doesn't take a lot of money, right? So super simple. Once again, what are the things that somebody wants without the things that they don't want? Timeless marketing strategies. Second call to action coming up.
Click on the button on the screen to claim your free copy of the 7 simple steps to increase your home value by 5 to 10%, specifically catered towards Calgary homes.
Once again, so in this case, we actually show what the lead magnet is. So I'm going to go back there just a second, right? So we show that, hey, it's a guide, right? It's the 7 simple steps to increase your home value by X amount without spending thousands. Now, the reason why this is powerful as well, right? When it comes to a lead magnet specifically, I see some realtors get this wrong where they have a very generic lead magnet, which is just like literally a seller's guide. And it's like, well, great, but like, what does a seller's guide actually help you do? So a true lead magnet should actually address a very specific pain point. And in this case, that is, how do you increase the value of your home without spending a lot of money, right? Thing that person wants without the thing they don't want. And how do we add a little bit of a twist that makes it sound a little bit more just kind of simple? We say, hey, it's the 7 simple steps, right? We're not saying it's a 21-page checklist or whatever it is, but literally you can do this in 7 simple steps, right? So the strategy here is going for a guide or a lead magnet, which is very low friction compared to the home evaluation, which I see a lot of realtors running, which can still work, but typically with a method like this, you will see a lower lead cost.
5 to 10%. Specifically catered towards Calgary.
Calling out Calgary home sellers because that's the market that we're operating in, right? So just making sure that if someone's watching at this point and they haven't clicked yet, hey, this message is specifically for you.
Calgary home sellers. Now this strategy won't be available forever because the real estate market will shift again soon. So act fast and click the button below now.
All right, so one final call to action. In this case, there was 3 call to actions for a 50-second ad, which actually is a lot in a pretty short time frame. Typically, we have 3 call to actions in about 90 seconds. But those are all the elements of a high converting ad. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. This method was actually super simple. This ad performed really well. We had a pretty good view rate, which was around 25%, I believe. Impressions were pretty good. Cost per lead was good. All the metrics were really there. And that's it for this video. Now, if you want to work with me and my agency to get more leads and listings 100% done for you, click the first link in the description. And if you want to watch an interview that I did with one of my clients about how he got 2 listings in 6 weeks, click either here or there, and be sure that you subscribe for more videos. I will see you in the next one.